In the distant future, humanity had spread across the stars, colonizing planets and moons, building vast empires, and unlocking the secrets of the universe. But even among the stars, some mysteries remained unsolved. One such mystery was the legend of the Genie of the Void, a mythical being said to grant 3 wishes to anyone who could summon it. Many had tried, but none had succeeded. Till now. Chapter 1. The Summoning. Captain Elara Voss stood on the bridge of her starship, the Eclipse, staring at the swirling vortex of energy before her. The crew had been searching for the Genie of the Void for years, following ancient texts and cryptic clues across the galaxy. And now, here it was, a rift in space-time, pulsating with an otherworldly light. "Are we sure about this, Captain?" asked her first officer, Lieutenant Jackson Reed. His voice tinged with both excitement and apprehension. Elara nodded, her heart pounding in her chest. "We've come this far. We can't turn back now." With a deep breath, she activated the ship's ancient artifact, a relic they had recovered from a long-forgotten temple on a distant planet. The artifact hummed to life, its surface glowing with an eerie light. The crew watched in awe as the energy from the artifact merged with the vortex, creating a blinding flash of light. When the light faded, a figure stood before them, a tall, ethereal being with shimmering blue skin and eyes that glowed like stars. The Genie of the Void had been summoned. "Who dares to summon me?" The Genie's voice echoed through the bridge, deep and resonant. Elara stepped forward, her voice steady despite the fear that gripped her. "I am Captain Elara Voss of the starship Eclipse. I have summoned you to grant me 3 wishes." The Genie's eyes narrowed as he studied her. "3 wishes, you say? Very well. But be warned, each wish comes with a price. Choose wisely, for the consequences of your desires may be more than you can bear." Elara nodded, her mind racing. She had thought long and hard about what she would wish for, but now that the moment had come, she felt a pang of doubt. What if the Genie's warning was more than just a cautionary tale? What if the price was too high? But there was no turning back now. Chapter 2. The First Wish. Elara took a deep breath and made her first wish. "I wish for the power to save my people from the impending war with the Zorathians." The Genie's eyes glowed brighter as he considered her wish. "A noble desire," he said. "But power comes in many forms. Are you certain this is what you want?" Elara hesitated for a moment, then nodded. "Yes, I wish for the power to save my people." The Genie raised his hand, and a surge of energy flowed through Elara. She felt a strange sensation, as if her very essence was being transformed. When the energy subsided, she looked down at her hands, expecting to see some visible change. But everything seemed the same. "The power you seek is now within you," the Genie said. "But remember, power is a double-edged sword. Use it wisely." Elara frowned, unsure of what had just happened. She had expected something more dramatic, a weapon perhaps, or some kind of advanced technology. But instead she felt different, stronger, more focused, as if she could see the world in a new light. But before she could question the Genie further, the ship's alarms blared. "Captain, we're detecting a Zorathian fleet approaching at high speed," Jackson shouted. Elara's heart raced. The Zorathians were a ruthless alien race, bent on conquering every planet in their path. They had been on the brink of war with humanity for years, and now it seemed the conflict was about to erupt. "Prepare for battle," Elara ordered, her voice filled with newfound determination. As the crew scrambled to their stations, Elara felt a strange calm wash over her. She knew what she had to do. She closed her eyes and focused on the power within her, the power the Genie had granted. And then she made her decision. Chapter 3: The Battle. The Zorathian fleet emerged from hyperspace, their ships bristling with weapons. The Eclipse was outnumbered and outgunned, but Elara knew they couldn't retreat. This was their chance to make a stand. "Open a channel to the Zorathian flagship," Elara ordered. Jackson looked at her in surprise. "Captain, what are you planning?" "Just do it," Elara said, her voice firm. The comms officer nodded, and a moment later, the image of the Zorathian commander appeared on the viewscreen. He was a towering figure, his scaly skin glistening in the dim light of the bridge. "Captain Elara Voss," the Zorathian commander sneered. "You are brave to face us but foolish. Surrender now, and we may spare your crew." Elara met his gaze, her eyes blazing with determination. "I have no intention of surrendering. But I do have an offer for you." The Zorathian commander raised an eyebrow. "An offer? What could you possibly offer us?" Elara took a deep breath, then spoke with a voice that carried the weight of her newfound power. "I offer you peace." The Zorathian commander laughed, a deep, guttural sound. "Peace? You think we would accept peace from a weak species like yours?" Elara's eyes narrowed. "We are not weak. And if you continue on this path of destruction, you will only bring about your own downfall. I have the power to stop you, but I would rather see us coexist. The choice is yours." The Zorathian commander's laughter faded, replaced by a look of uncertainty. He studied Elara for a moment, then turned to his advisors. They spoke in hushed tones, their voices filled with tension. Finally, the commander turned back to Elara. "You have given us much to consider. We will withdraw for now, but this is not over." Elara nodded. "Thank you. I hope you make the right choice." The Zorathian fleet began to retreat, their ships disappearing into the void of space. The crew of the Eclipse erupted into cheers, but Elara remained silent, her mind racing. She had used the power the Genie had given her to avert a war, but at what cost? She had felt the weight of that power, the responsibility that came with it. And she knew that her journey was far from over. Chapter 4: The Second Wish. With the immediate threat gone, Elara turned her attention back to the Genie. He had been watching silently, his expression unreadable. "You have used your power wisely," the Genie said. "But remember, you still have 2 wishes remaining. Choose carefully." Elara nodded, her mind racing. She had already used her first wish to gain the power to save her people, but she knew that power alone wasn't enough. She needed something more, something that would ensure lasting peace. "I wish for the knowledge to unite the galaxy," Elara said, her voice filled with determination. The Genie's eyes glowed brighter as he considered her wish. "Knowledge is a powerful tool," he said. "But it can also be a burden. Are you certain this is what you want?" Elara hesitated for a moment, then nodded. "Yes, I wish for the knowledge to unite the galaxy." The Genie raised his hand, and a surge of energy flowed through Elara once again. This time, she felt a flood of information entering her mind. Ancient histories, forgotten technologies, and the secrets of the universe itself. It was overwhelming, but she forced herself to focus. When the energy subsided, Elara felt a newfound clarity. She knew what she had to do. Chapter 5: The Third Wish. With the knowledge she had gained, Elara set to